Can this shoe size machine replace a whole gym? I've been using the Voltra in my own workouts and with clients for the past month, and I must say I've been pretty impressed. This portable cable machine, and then some, has a ton of features and uses you won't get with standard cables. Let's get into it. Here we have the Voltra Beyond Power. All you need to get started with this is you'll have your dock on your rack, and you've got these kind of prongs here. And when you place it into the dock, these expand and locking, and it's done, and you're good to go. This leads me to my first thing I think we should probably talk about, which are the docks. Now, the Voltra is going to need, for you to get everything out of it, I would say a rack. And then you have all these different mounts that will go on your rack. So here I'm using the adaptive rack mount. You basically just screw it on to your rack. We've also got this one. This goes up on your chin-up bar or any other kind of bar attachment you might have on your rack. Basically screw it on. We have this one up here, which is essentially the same thing, except you need a, what's it called? One of those hex tool things, and you screw it on to tighten it, and then you can fix your Voltra onto that for pull downs, push downs, pullovers, things like this. And you've also got the travel mount. You can stand on this, mount your Voltra onto it, deadlifts, curls, other such things. What else do we got? I think this is the last one that we have, although there are more on the website. This is the strap mount. So this strap fits around pretty much anything you want. You ratchet it closed or tight, mount your Voltra, and then you're good to go. So you can mount this to a tree, you can mount this to a steel beam, you can mount this to well, pretty much anything you can think of. So you can take your Voltra with you wherever you need to go. If you want to support us and you like the look of the Voltra, please consider using our referral link, as it really helps us out, down in the description. Now, when we're actually using this thing, we got a few options for controlling it. Now, you can either use the touch screen on here, which works quite well. I haven't had too much issue with actually, some touch screens aren't particularly responsive. This one's pretty good, I would say, but you can also control the entire thing from your phone. Now, I mostly will just use this touch screen, but for some of the settings on here, which we'll come to here in a second, I prefer to use the phone, but I'll get to that here in a moment. From there, for most people, you're just gonna be using the weight training setting. So that's the most important one. You have your weight changing over here, and then tap to load. And then from there, you're good to go. It counts reps for you and even counts sets. I still would recommend you do it yourself, because sometimes it can't quite gauge like say you're getting the cable into position to start an exercise. It might count that as a rep. So I still would say count the reps in your head, but this is nice, right? Adjusting your weight over here. There's also a different setting on here where you can just slide up and down to change the weights. One thing, where is it? You can adjust your cable length there. Okay, here's my favorite setting. I want to go to this, the eccentric setting. You can make it to where on your way back on the eccentric of your exercise, you can get more weight on the eccentric than on the concentric, right? So you might not know, that your muscles are going to be stronger on the eccentric than they are on the concentric. So for example, tricep push down. The concentric would be pushing down. The eccentric would be on your way back up. You're going to be stronger going back up than you are on the way down. So this allows you to apply a little more resistance on your way back up than on your way down. Again, because you're stronger going back up. So this is a very nice feature. And because this isn't just a standard cable machine, it allows for all different types of different resistance settings. You have inverse chains, which will essentially, the weight will get heavier the further away you get. You also have a resistance band setting. You can set the weight of your band, and much like when using bands, as you might know, the further away you pull, the more you stretch out the band, the harder and harder it gets, the more kinetic energy you build up. This can mimic that. We also have the damper setting. You see it's got this little parachute setting here, or a parachute icon here. So when performing explosive sprints or jumps or whatever it might be, the harder you sprint when you have a parachute on you, the more resistance that you're gonna get, right? Again, same thing here. So again, because this isn't just a normal, good old-fashioned pulley system like your regular cables, it allows you to get all these unique types of resistance. And that's not all. We've also got isokinetic and isometric testing modes. Now, these are going to be primarily applicable for rehab patients, right? And athletes who are really trying to get specific with their strength in specific ranges of motion, finding weaknesses in a range of motion for a particular muscle. Having an objective assessment of that will allow a trainer, coach, practitioner to more specifically assign exercises that will get that muscle stronger in the range of motion that is necessary. Again, you're definitely not going to get that with regular cables. And you're also really not going to get that in a machine that's this compact. Isometric testing machines are usually going to be fairly large, and they're also fairly expensive. The Voltra is pretty expensive too, but you get more out of a Voltra than just the isometric testing. So I think you get more value here having these additional modes. And the isometric testing, you set the cable length, and then you pull as hard as you can and hold and then go back down. And it'll give you a full objective assessment of how much force you generated performing that exercise. So also can be a good way of testing, I wouldn't say 1 rep max, but again, giving you an objective test of where your strength is, right? Like a 1 rep max does, but the way it's being assessed is going to be different, right? Yeah. And then one of my other favorite things here, in particular, the custom curves mode. So again, let's say, see, it's telling me to connect my iPhone, which it is. And let's see if I can do this. There we go. All right, so there you have it. There, custom curve plus. And so what this will let me do is lower the weight. You can set the range of motion, right? And don't want to name it. Whoops. Here's one I did before where I made the resistance higher in the middle of the rep and lighter at the end of the rep. So again, let's say that you assess your strength. You find that your strength is lacking in the mid part of a range of motion. You're strong at the end, strong at the beginning, weak in the middle. You can put this kind of a resistance curve on the exercise, and the Voltra will apply that resistance curve. So harder in the middle, easier at the back, or vice versa. This is very nice because for strength purposes, for elite level power lifters, for example, or for athletes, if you're lacking in one piece of the range of motion, you want to put resistance in that range of motion. You really can't get this type of range of motion curve with pretty much anything else. You can't do it with dumbbells, really. Can't do it with a barbell, and you can't do it with regular cables. Now, there are some machines like the Prime machines that will allow you to put resistance in a particular part of the range of motion, but in a cable form factor, this is your best option. So I love this feature. Lets me get super specific with the resistance curve, lets me match the resistance curve to my strength curve and get a little bit more out of each exercise. All right, so let's address the elephant in the room. Pricing. One of these Voltra units, just the Voltra unit itself, $2,100. I know, it's a lot. But just like we said in our new Obel review, I think you need to put these prices into context. So comparing it against a different cable machine would be appropriate, I think. For example, I believe it is the, let's see, the Rep Arcadia functional trainer, which is a dual stack cable machine. That one's $2,200. Now you get both sides, so you can do both arms at the same time, chest presses, chest flies, so that's a benefit. But you don't get any of the modes that we just spoke about. So again, you kind of have to decide what you really value in that regard. The other thing to compare here is size. Do you, in your home gym or your private gym setting, have the room to spare for a full-on cable stack, which is going to be roughly the size of a rack? So size-wise, the Voltra definitely wins, but you don't get two. Or you could get two, and then you're spending $4,000. Do you have $4,000 to spend on two Voltras? And do you want to spend $4,000 so you can do chest flies and chest presses or curls with both arms? Probably not. That's a lot of money to unlock not a lot of additional exercises. The other pricing component with the Voltra is the mounts. Now, again, it's $2,100 for just the Voltra, but you can't just use the Voltra. You need a mount for it. So the mounts are, let's see, they do have packs that you can order. So the starter pack, which comes with the strap mount, a handle, and the Voltra unit, is, where's the pricing, Voltra? Where is it? Where did it go? $2,350. So for an extra $250, you get the strap mount, which you can bring anywhere, and a handle. Again, quite expensive. And they have other packages that kind of go up from there, but you're not gonna spend, after you've purchased your mount, any less than $2,200 or $2,300. So, again, relatively expensive. I think if I just had, you know, let's say I was gonna blow $5-10 on a at-home gym, I would probably go with a Voltra instead of standard cables, because I get all these additional features. I can get these additional resistance curve settings, things like that. And I think most importantly, for me at least, I can save way more space and then fill up the rest of my gym space with, if I want a machine, a bike, a treadmill, and whatever else it might be. I'm not gonna spend a bunch of extra space in my garage or my private space. Other thing here, I watched Garage Gym Review's review on this, and probably the most consistent complaint I saw from people in the comments was that the Voltra is $2,100 to start, and the warranty on it is only 12 months. Big problem with the 1-year warranty. Most people in those comments felt that for a piece of equipment that is this expensive, you should have at least a 5-year warranty. And this review was done February 2024. We're in October 2025. The warranty is still sitting at 12 months. I think Voltra probably should extend that warranty further for the price that people are paying. 12 months, I don't think I don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. You get a year's worth of use. If something breaks, now it's on you to pay to fix it. And there are pieces of equipment that are far less expensive with much longer warranties. Our adjustable dumbbells, our Nuo bells, have a longer warranty than just 12 months. So, yeah, I would extend that warranty. Now, whether the Nuo bells, or excuse me, I just said Nuo bells, I was talking about Nuo bells. Whether the Voltra will last longer than that, I frankly can't say. I've only had this unit for, I think, a little over a month now, been using it for about a month. So the durability of it, I can't quite speak to. I will say it does feel well built. This thing's about 13 pounds, so it's kind of heavy. Feels well made. They say that the cable is stronger than steel. That remains to be seen. We'll see if that's actually the case after more testing, and we're going to be using this thing going forward for our exercise library, so we're going to get plenty of use out of it. I'll probably do a follow-up video in the future as to the durability of it. But you know what? Speaking of that, let's do a little durability test right now. All right. Some of you may have done a cable exercise and then let the cable go. I never do this because I don't see a point. But let's test to see if we pull this cable out and let it go. We've got this screen here. Let's see. Let's take the carabiner off. If this piece will swing and smack up against this. A little durability test, we'll say. Okay, let's pull from this direction and see. Yeah, it kind of swings around here. It's not really smacking against that screen too much, so the screen should be fine if you let this go real fast. And if you have an attachment on it, it's gonna weigh the attachment down, so I doubt it's gonna swing and smack into this touch screen too much. I would still be careful with this. I did notice that Voltra now, don't believe they used to do this, but they definitely do it now, where they will send you a piece of glass that you can fit over the top of your touch screen as a protector. So there must have been some issue with the attachment or just with this piece here swinging and smacking into this touch screen. So a thing to keep in mind. All right, folks, that's it for today's video and our Voltra review. Please let me know any additional questions. I tried to cover as much as I can in this, but I am certain there's plenty of stuff that I missed. So let me know what else you want to know about the Voltra. I'll either just respond to your comment, or if we get enough, we'll do a follow-up video on this in the near future. I am Coach Ty with Muscle Wiki. Check us out in your app stores. That's Muscle Wiki, all one word. And I will see you with the next one. Deuces.